You are entering a location next to a designated zone across the street from an area called time, space, and alternate reality. You may find yourself asking questions like, where did he acquire such a cool power-up? How do I get to that secret bonus level? And when will they release a new nifty hat for me? There are many of these questions, and we will do our best to answer as many of them as we can, as Aperture Gaming is proud to present the DLC Zone. Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. And welcome to the DLC Zone. Now recently they released some new skin patches for Batman Arkham Knight. We have a new skin for the Batman himself and a new skin for the Batmobile. Before I go on further with this review, there may be a little spoilery stuff in here, so watch at your own careful discretion. And as for the PC gamers, I'm sorry, I'm only covering this for the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure what advancements have been made for trying to get the PC version up and running again. I hope you guys are able to get your game up and running soon and enjoy the Arkham Knight. I'm very sorry for your wait. But now on to the review. Now, Batman, it releases skins for the Batman. The most recent one they released was the skin from the game that started it all, Batman Arkham Asylum. It was originally for the PS3 and the 360, so since Arkham Knight is now on the next-gen console, it's kind of a more updated, graphically wise version of the game, which is appropriate seeing as how you're able to see. You can see Arkham Asylum from the game. You can see Arkham City in the game, and you can even see the Ferris wheel from the Batman Batgirl Matter of Family DLC of Joker's Funland on the oil rig. I like that. I like how the world is all integrated together in the same location. It's very good. But as for the skin itself, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't make you run faster, hit harder, or take more bullets. No, it's just a cosmetic change for Batman, so I can't really give a score for that, but it's pretty good. It's a nice little tribute to the beginning of the series. But everyone was excited for and talking about is the 2008 Tumbler skin for the Batmobile. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm making sure I think I got this right. It's the Kristen Nolan Batmobile from the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises, the Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, from the three-part film trilogy of the Batman. Yeah, so everyone was excited, and I was too. I mean, this is the Tumbler. This thing is amazing. Yeah, so it's a skin. It is a new Batmobile, but the trade-off is okay. Following information, it concerns the Tumbler and the 1989 Batmobile. So it might be a little. Here's what. There are streets in the game, but they are blocked off by checkpoints, and you may have to deal with some heavy-duty machinery, drones, and tanks. Now, it was originally believed that you could not drive the 89 Batmobile in the regular game. Now, if you do successfully clear the streets of these hazards, then yes, you can. You can actually drive the 1989 Batmobile in the main game, but only like if you're very close to the end, or beating it, or cleared off all the stuff, like I said. So that's kind of like it's like, seriously? I can drive this, but I can't, use it? Now, both the 89 and the Tumbler, you can do the pursuit mode where you chase after a car and fire a missile out of some random port. But both the 89 Batmobile and the Tumbler, they do not have a tank mode. Yeah, so that's kind of a downside. Alright, so now while I kind of understand the 1989 Batmobile not having a tank mode, I get that. Still, it's fun to drive around. I actually stopped playing the game for a little bit because I wanted to, drive around the city in that. But then when I found out about it, I was like, okay, so I can't do this until I cleared all this. It's kind of a letdown, but still fun. But it doesn't have like the grapple hook function or like the tank mode, so it's a trade-off. But as for the Tumbler, alright. So the Tumbler DLC, like I said, includes that, and it includes the Tumbler skin, and it includes 2 racetracks. The one lap and the 3 lap. Yeah, both tracks are based 2 1 laps and 2 3 laps. Each one is based on the film series. And I think that's pretty awesome. it's nice how they're paying homage to the series to the film trilogy of that. I mean, it's like with Arkham City, how they had the animated series, and like how with this one and the previous one we've had the 1966 Batman and the Batmobile. I like that. Yeah, so, and those are, once again, you can earn points, Wayne points to upgrade your tech. Yeah, but the problem... Okay, so, I like this DLC. It is good. I like the racetracks we get, and I do like the skin, but... But now I have to put on my gripe hat. I actually do have some problems with this DLC. Yeah, so as I said, I like this DLC, but... Alright. I know I'm not the first to say it, and I'm definitely not going to be the last to say it, but why cannot the 2008 Batmobile Tumbler from the Dark Knight series have a tank mode? I have to ask that. I've checked multiple pages and I've looked at video footage, and okay, so in the film, Lucius Fox says that that the Tumbler was developed for the United States Armed Forces. So it is. Yeah, it does. It should be considered a tank, since it was intended for tank-like functions. The object, here's what he says, that it was made for another one. Two of them were going to be cable towers. They were going to tow cable to make a bridge for troops and other stuff to cross. So yeah, if it's towing a cable, would that, I don't know, would the cable be attached to it, or would it have a cable firing mechanism from the vehicle itself, which is seen for the current Batmobile? And yes, okay, also, I've seen footage here on YouTube, which actually shows that it has like a missile launcher mounted on the top of it. And if you see the rest of the Dark Knight films, you do see it actually does have ballistic combat use. It has forward machine guns, it has missiles and rocket launchers. So yes, it does have the physical capability to defend itself in combat. It could do the missile functions that you see in the game. It could do the grappling thing in the game if they just reuse one of the openings. And it does have the machine gun capability from the game. And like I said, when you're doing pursuit mode, you can just fire a missile randomly from it, so it does have that. Also, as for the EMP burst and the sonar thing, I don't see why that would be a problem. And now, yeah, so why would this not have a tank function? We have seen it used for tank-like purposes in the films, so I don't get what's going on here. The trilogy ended a few years ago, so it's not like they weren't aware of this. And they did have some time, and if they knew this was going to be in the game, and people would probably ask for this, why was this not worked on or investigated further? Speaking of time, Rocksteady, they did Asylum and City, and they did not work on Origins, so they would have had plenty of time between City and Night to do some work on this, so I don't think time was a factor. Now, if there was like a, I don't know, technical issue or the animation cycle, I think they could have been worked around if they'd, like I said, look at the series or look at video footage. So, I'm a little confused by this. It should be having a tank function, but it doesn't. Yeah. Now, granted, I still do like it, but this one also, you can't use it to drive around the city. Normally, you have to like clear out the obstacles for you to be able to use it. So that's another problem. But the good news with the tracks are that you can do the regular Tumbler, then you can do your normal Batmobile, and you can do the 89 Batmobile, because if you look carefully, there's the hidden trophies that says, get this many stars for this Batmobile. Yeah, so, I don't know, if hopefully later on down the line someone will find a way to animate it or work the animation cycle so it can be used for tank mode. And then I do have this. We're asking for tank mode. We're not asking for the motorcycle mode that we saw when the Joker, in the second Dark Knight film, when the Joker came out. No. We're just... Yeah, I can understand how that would be complex. The Batmobile would be very heavily destroyed, suffer heavy damage, and then having Batman come out in a motorcycle. I can understand the difficulties of that, but like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how they couldn't make the Tumbler have a tank mode for this game. And we still haven't seen any sign of the animated series, the skins, or the Batmobiles from the animated series. Yeah, it would be nice because, like I said, we got it in Arkham City, but haven't seen it anywhere else since. Oh well. Now I'm just a guy who would love to see this, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's asking for it. So, Warner Brothers, Rocksteady, anyone there, if you guys are watching this, or if you're listening to me, or I don't know, whatever, if you guys could, I would really like to see the Tumbler have a regular tank function for the game. Yeah, so this was really great DLC. I liked it. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little confused as to why it doesn't have the function, but I like these two DLCs. I don't count the Batman Arkham skin DLC because that's just one little thing. But as for the Tumbler pack, I like it. So, yeah, despite the flaws of it not being a tank function, I like what it offers. 4 tracks, basically two singles and 2 3-1s. Being able to be used in the other places, and you can use in Free City also. So it all balances out. So, we here at Aperture Gaming, we give the Tumbler pack... What do we give the Tumbler pack? We give it an 8 out of 10. It's good, but like I said, I'd love to see it in a working tank function, so that's just my request. Well, thank you for sticking for this review, and thank you for sticking for my rant. Sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. So until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming, saying thank you for watching, game on, and this has been the DLC Zone. Have a nice day.